President Cyril Ramaphosa and his Botswana counterpart Mookgwetsi Masisi have arrived in Mokopane to attend a closed briefing into a bus crash that claimed the lives of 45 ZCC St Engenas Pilgrims. The two heads of state will then proceed to the Mama-tlakala Bridge on the R518 road for a site inspection of the accident. SABC reporter Katlego Nyoni is on that story and he joins us live. Very good afternoon, Katlego. Just tell us what's the latest so far.
Good afternoon, Nombu, and to our viewers as well. What we can tell you is that President Cyril Ramaphosa has certainly arrived at the Mokopane Municipal Chambers, and later on he was joined also by Botswana President Mookgwetsi Masisi, joined also by his partner, Ms. Nyoni Masisi. That meeting has just started inside the municipal chambers where we are currently reporting from. We've also seen some high-ranking officials, including a delegation from the ZCC St Engenas Church from Botswana, that are also present inside the municipal council chambers. We've also seen other officials, including the National Police Commissioner Fani Masemola, as well as Limpopo's Provincial Police Commissioner Thembi Hadebe. We've also seen the Minister in the Presidency, that is Khumbudzo Ntshavheni. Well, of course, this meeting is expected to brief the two heads of state about any progress that has been made following that devastating, horrific bus crash that happened on the Mama-tlakala Bridge on the R518 just before the Easter. We know that the ZCC St Engenas Pilgrims were traveling from Botswana and proceeded to use the Stockport border post connecting South Africa and Botswana, eventually connecting between Merken, the small town of Merken, as well as Mokopane, until they met their untimely death in that horrific crash. Well, that meeting has just started. We've also seen some experts that are present within that meeting. We've seen some forensic pathologists from the Department of Health. Of course, the department mentioning that 8 bodies have so far been positively identified. We expect that the process for repatriation will also commence at some stage, led of course and coordinated by the Department of International Relations. Inside, we've also seen the delegation from the Foreign Ministry in Botswana. Following this meeting, Nombu, the two heads of state as well as the delegation will then proceed to the Mama-tlakala Bridge just outside Mokopane to conduct a site inspection. Nombu?
I mean, by virtue of this high-level visit, this high-level attention, the visiting to the, visiting of the bridge and so on, does that suggest to people there, the community there, that improvements may be made around that infrastructure? Because, I mean, what's the point otherwise?
Well, certainly, I mean, there has been concerns in the past by communities that reside along that stretch of the road, along the Mama-tlakala area, saying that, this is not the first accident that they have heard of. They also speak of folklore tales. But with regards to this meeting, what we can tell you is that it will be very symbolic. The two heads of state, President Ramaphosa as well as his counterpart Masisi, arriving there at that bridge, it will be quite symbolic. It will be also a show of support between the two nations. You'd remember following that crash just before the Easter, where the 45 ZCC St Engenas Pilgrims lost their lives and some whose remains were burnt beyond recognition. We saw President Ramaphosa also extending words of condolences, and the Botswana government also returning similar words, saying that they appreciate the support that they have rather received from Botswana. So it certainly shows that the two nations are willing to cooperate in this very sad process that the two nations are indeed mourning. We will wait for a doorstop opportunity to possibly interview the two presidents and just to figure out what sort of information were they provided with by some of the experts and investigators that are present in this meeting. As we know that these investigations are still ongoing at this particular moment, nothing has yet been has been rather proclaimed as to some of the issues pertaining to the bus accident in terms of the causes and the make of the bus, as well as the the incident occurring essentially around this specific bus accident. So that information will be furnished to us later. At this stage, those investigations are still ongoing. So we expect to get an indication from the two presidents at the Mama-tlakala Bridge later in the afternoon to indicate to us what is it that they were briefed about in this closed session, Nombu.
Thanks very much, my colleague there, Katlego, Nyoni.